leaders of the world, members of United Nations, the public of UN, all head of state and government, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all. I'm Danson 17 years old from PCA Elbagon Secondary School, and I'm in Form 4 from Nakuru County, Molo Sub-County, Elbagon Division. My speech is about environment in the year 2050. I'm in great frenzy to greet you. I'm glad for your invitation and giving me a chance to discuss with you on our environmental issues which goes parallel with our lives. Mountains and plateaus, rivers and lakes, seas and oceans, forests and other green vegetation are part of our environment. Our environment flanks on our lives on either side. We can't do without environment, therefore, we and the environment relies on each other. We take care of the environment and the environment will support lives. 20 years earlier, our earth was such a beautiful place. Trees grew in plenty, farm produce was abundant, the soil was fertile and bore healthy crops. A scenario where a bucket of potatoes costed $1. Agriculture was the source of food and backbone of our communities. Nature was fanciest of everything. Produce flourished in every market you visited. But today, what is the case? Environment is greatly afflicted. Trees that provided a place to call a home for wildlife are now the source of capital to the humans. Where are the wildlife supposed to lay their heads? Complaints afterwards arise to the government about intrusion of wild animals in our homes. But who is to blame? The wild animals or the intruders of their home? Deforestation is not the end of the tragedy. The journey is still long. Long for the weak to lose but the strong to survive. Processing of the trees in industries is the cause of the tragedy. Emission of poisonous gases to the atmosphere is not a new experience. Ozone layer is depleted before our sight. Therefore, in the year 2050, if this hazardous environment will not take a step to further destruction, there will be nothing like the ozone layer or any negotiable case of sort. Our heroine and beloved magnet, Her Excellency Wangali Mutawa Maathai, loath to place the hot iron on your already healing wound. She struggled to her best to ensure that the environment was conserved. But the incredible leaders opposed her. She better stayed homeless rather than cutting a single tree or a tiny shade. But now, what is the case? Felling of trees has become a minor decision to debate about. In this male-dominated world, where women have no authority whatsoever, Wangali Maathai fought day and night in good or bad condition that will hinder from her God-declared work. Do you think that a respectable and expensive burial is worth this hero or else a legend? May she live in our hearts forever. She would have not succumbed to this modern environment anyhow. From time immemorial, the environment depreciates year after year. Ozone layer depletes day by day. Rivers and lakes become insanitary now and then. If there will be no change, a catastrophe may befall on us. Therefore, in the year 2050, there might be no ozone layer that protects us from harmful UV lights. How will life be afterwards? Global warming might be in action. There might be a tremendous decrease in aquatic life. 31 years down the line, maybe there will be dam sites instead of rivers. A little without answers about trees. Our generations might be repulsive on our environment. They will be filled with melancholy and disgust if they find an environment of such a kind. When ozone layer is extinct, where wildlife die each and every year, what kind of a life can it be if only we don't make changes? A certain school from Kenya, some pupils once presented a poem based on environmental degradation. They recommended that deforestation as a way of improving our economy is nothing but digging our own graves. Compulsive behaviors of damaging the environment cannot be accountable by any currency in the world for the great losses created. An Englishman said, "A place should be made desirable than you found it." Here on earth, it is the opposite. Is deforestation improving our environment? Is water and air pollution an improvement? If not, take your part and I will take mine to fight against violation of human and animals' life. The government must also take part hand in hand not to offer licenses to environmental predators. Aerosols in rivers should be controlled to prevent loss of aquatic lives. We should avoid illegal felling of trees to facilitate rain and gases cycle in atmosphere. In order to have a serene environment, we should take part in communal affairs, e.g., tree planting, rivers and lakes cleaning, garbage collection and protection of wildlife. We should not hunt them down. Instead, we should take care of them as a law given by God in Genesis. But what do we do? We have an exquisite, we have the, by that, we would have an exquisite hamlet, a good country, a nice continent, and a beautiful world in general. Our environment will be no longer hilarious and hideous, but back to its original state. Thank you.